All right, so this is something that I think about a lot, and it's on the topic of happiness. So all my life, I've been trying to achieve the most happiness possible, and I'm sure everyone in the entire world does the same. You know, that's why people do drugs, is because they want to be happy. But I'm the type of person to think, you know, I really just think deeply about life, and when I'm alone, my thought process goes to just deep thoughts. And so I can't even act like I'm nonchalant, because I'm like the most chalant person that I know, because like I care way too much, and I always think deeply about things, right? But the more I think about it, the more that I realize that like money doesn't buy happiness. And I've always been a type of person to like be really strict on my thinking about money buying happiness, because I always thought like these people that are millionaires, or they have all the money in the world, that they are just the happiest people. And I would always like think that it was stupid if like a millionaire was sad. And I know that sounds just like ridiculous, but that's genuinely how I thought that like if you had money, you know, it's impossible to be sad. But I haven't reached the level where I have like a lot of money, but I keep thinking about it, because nobody that is a millionaire is always happy, right? Everyone still has emotions, bro. And it gets to the point where like money would it buys happiness in the sense where it can make you live more comfortably. But at that point, there's like a cutoff. And I heard a lot of people like social media influencers talk about this. There's like a cutoff once you get to a certain point of money, to where it doesn't buy happiness, and it really does have to come from within. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, I'm not a naturally happy person. I'm always trying to find things that I'm always trying to find problems. I'm always looking at the bad side of things. But it's not until I really think about why I'm not happy, and it always goes back to just because I'm choosing not to be happy, bro. And I get it, like life can throw curveballs at you. Life can literally punch you in the face, and it can make you a very unhappy person. But if you want to be happy, it really does have to come from within. And even if you do get happy from money, that's not coming from the money, dog. It's coming from within, because you are creating those feelings. And you're gonna be a lot happier once you realize that, because you can just look around and genuinely find happiness in almost anything. I know that sounds crazy, and it's really hard to do. Trust me, bro. I am one of the most negative people you will meet, but I am trying my best to become better. Now, you know, I'll look around. My thought process always goes to negative things, but it's a lot better when I focus on the good things. Like just now, I go outside. I'm thankful I have a home. I'm thankful that my parents chose not to kick me out when I turned 18. I'm still able to live with my parents right now until, you know, college or whatnot. But like this basketball goal, bro, a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to literally have a basketball goal in their backyard. So I gotta be thankful for that, bro. And a lot of people would look at my life and think that I'm really fortunate and that I should be happy 24/7. And that's kind of how the thought process where millionaires should be happy kind of comes from. But in all reality, bro, people are all pretty much the same. Everyone has similar thought processes, and we always go to wanting to just see the problems in things so that we could fix them. I'm pretty sure that's from like an evolutionary standpoint, where humans weren't really meant to be happy 24/7, because if everyone was happy 24/7, nothing would get accomplished. Most of the things that happen, like most of like the really cool things that happen, the inventions, it comes from people that weren't happy and they want to change their circumstances. So a lot of the good things in life come from the bad because people want change. And so I'm working on really trying to change my outlook on happiness itself, because I've never been diagnosed with depression, but sometimes I genuinely think I do have it. But I'll tell you something, I've never been depressed when my thought process is positive, which makes sense, because if you're being positive, it's impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but yeah, you'll be less what's the word? Less apt, I guess, to be depressed. I don't know. Well, I hope you guys got something out of this video, though. Happiness really is a strange concept, but it really is good to focus on the good things in life, because there are a lot of them. There are a lot of bad too, but I mean, we only live here once. We only live on this planet Earth once, and once it's over, it's over. You know, I'm not Jesus. I'm not gonna come back to life on this earth. You know, it's just not gonna happen. So why would I choose to focus on the negatives when I can focus on the positives and make sure that my life is more fulfilled? Even if, like, you're in a situation that's just absolutely crappy, bro, just realize, man, you only live once. Make the most of it. It's gonna sound so hard to do, but please trust me. And I had a friend that used to do this. His life, I'm gonna be honest, it sucked, bro. He was in a terrible, like, situation, and you know, living conditions weren't the best, and his family were like struggling, you know. But he was probably one of the happiest people I knew. And we were talking on Fortnite. This was so long ago, bro. This was forever ago. But we were talking about Fortnite, and I asked him, I was like, bro, you be laughing at everything. Like, how do you stay positive? And he was like, well, I heard somewhere that focus on the little things, and that will really bring, like, joy to your life. And before that, I was like a really like, low key, I'm spoiled, so I couldn't really, you know, I didn't really focus on the little things because I was spoiled. But it really brought into perspective into my life that it really is, it's just the little things, man. The little things in life really bring the most joy, because you can't focus on, like, outside sources to bring you happiness. You have to create it from within. You got to find the things that are just little things, bro. Like a freaking bird. You can look at a bird and be like, dude, it's beautiful. You can listen to a nice song. It's beautiful. And I don't want to come across as someone that's, like, arrogant and cocky, because that's kind of who I used to be. You know, in elementary school, I was in special education at some point because of my anger issues, and I think I felt entitled for things in life. And I guess I'm just naturally that way, bro, and it sucks, because that's how people used to view me. I'd have my friends' parents dread having me over just because I was loud and arrogant, cocky. I don't know, that's kind of a tangent, but bro, I don't know, man. Life is just so strange, and I'm just kind of making this video that, like, show you my thoughts and hopefully help someone out, you know. And it's just, the older I get, the more I realize that there's so much that I got to change about myself in order to try to be the person that I know that I could become. And I want to be able to help other people, like, overcome things. And I don't know, whatever. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and have a good one.